Back with Bobby and JJ Radio, and we have a very special guest today. It's a really good friend of mine, and she happens to be a past client. Or wait, are you my friend or past client? It's one or the other.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? Right?
Yeah,
I think it was friend first.
Friend first, yeah. It's just because all I remember is how many times you call me about your real estate.
So anything she says from here on out is biased. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. But either way, I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us. You're off for the summer, so I know you can come in and talk
every day
because you're an educator and really good friends with your husband also. Not sure where he is, but it's okay. So let's talk about so we've done a couple of transactions with you now. I think 3 total plus a rental. So talk to us about how your experience was with the Trey Group.
Well,
the first one you didn't buy with me, but it's not your fault because I wasn't in real estate yet.
You were not in real estate yet. So since our first home purchase, we did sell.
You actually bought before you sold.
Yes, that was scary.
It was
scary.
Scary.
That resulted in the infamous call during the Spurs championship to you, stressed out.
Yeah, she called me during the Spurs playoff game. I said, unless your kids are on fire, I'm gonna probably give you a call tomorrow. That's right. But you actually, it was a tough market then, and you bought. Well, they bought a house that me and my wife wanted, but because of me and Carla really wanted their house, but because we actually believe in fiduciary duties, you guys were in Vegas.
Which one's that one? That Burt Road or is that?
No, that's Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she lives in the woods of Chavano, and so I came back and I said I went to this house. It was perfect for you. It's perfect for me too, but it's also perfect for you.
Yeah.
And you got off the plane from Vegas and you checked it out.
Snatched it up.
And you bought before you sold your home.
Yes.
Which is kind of a leap of faith because you had to really trust that me and Bobby would sell your house.
It was, and we absolutely did trust. But you know, it's a scary time. Yeah. It's a scary time to have the thought of 2 mortgages. But we were lucky. I don't think we had but maybe half a month or 1 month that mortgages are not even.
Yeah, I don't think you made it a double mortgage. We ended up putting your house on the market. We got a stager out there, and they kind of used your furniture. We got really awesome pictures, and we sold it pretty quick. Yeah. Now, since then, you guys have kind of got into the investment game.
That was also a leap of faith. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
So tell me how that was. I know I know a lot of people have hesitations. Because they feel... What were your hesitations? Let's talk about that.
Well, actually, since you got into real estate, you've been talking to me about getting into investment. So I think mine, that probably a lot of people have as far as hesitations, is just the horror stories you hear from everybody. Bad renters, somebody leaving your house a mess, it not renting and having that double mortgage for multiple months, and just kind of the doomsday, everything wrong going on was all my hesitations. So, but this time it was kind of a necessity that turned into a really good thing for us.
Talk about why it was a necessity for you.
I have a very large family, and I had parents that were moving to San Antonio. Who
also bought a house with us.
Who also my extended family has basically. Pretty much I trust all of them with y'all. So they trust you too. Yeah. So they were moving here. We're talking with both of you about what they need to do, and you help them to understand that it would be a little bit of time. They need to work up their work history in San Antonio. Right. So to kind of help them out and get that investment going, we did buy an investment property that we used to kind of have my parents stay in.
So it was easier for you guys to make the transition because you had pretty solid renters.
Yeah,
your parents.
I had renters that I knew where they lived.
At any point when they were in your house, did you put any curfews on them, kind of as a payback?
Like anything, like lights out of 10 or anything like that?
I would flick on the
from the outside
from the lights whenever I wanted them to go on in.
From the breaker, I got it.
It was good.
So that leap of faith or the anxiety of having a renter was kind of gone because
because I had people I trusted. Absolutely,
trusted renters, and then after that, your brother rented it for a bit. But then you got a little scared because then it was go time, right? You actually became an investor, and we
scared but excited.
Yeah. And so let's talk about. So we've now rented your house. And tell us everything. How seamless was that?
That was so easy. As soon as we got it cleaned up and pictures ready and everything, I think it took all of 5 days or less than a week, I think, to actually get someone who had offered to a contract.
Yeah,
honestly, I don't know what it is because y'all did it for me.
We did everything for you.
I didn't have to look at any of that.
So I don't know how many times we've had either a past client that was not thinking of investing and we got them to invest, or even a client that was thinking of selling their house, and we're like, well, maybe you should sell it.
rent it.
Most real estate agents were like pushed to sell it so they can make a commission.
Twice.
But we push for a client to hold an asset, right?
Right.
So,
and let's talk about that asset, because we just looked at the market analysis today on your assets on both of the houses that I've now sold you. Both are doing pretty well. I mean, I'm not going to disclose your information because
I'll do it.
No, you can't. You can't. But I mean, both of them are you're hoping that, you know, they were for tax reasons that you could fight it, but there's no way you can fight the taxes because
they're too good.
You bought them in a pretty good time on both of them, and it was recent.
Yeah, the investment property was, I mean, not even a year and a half, I don't think.
Yeah, so just a year and change, and you got some equity there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So all in all, how, are you excited about the next house?
Yeah, yes, we're actually, as soon as we bought this last one, I think even before we even got the non-familiar rental tenants, we were already saying like we knew this was a good investment, good way to go.
One of the things that we do for our people, our investors or our buyers, we if they ever need to rent a house, we'll look for the tenant, we'll do the background checks, credit history checks, rental history checks. We make sure that they're a good
ironclad
renter.
lease.
Yeah, we write up the lease for them. We get everything done. Pretty much, they just have to agree we want them to rent our house or not.
Yeah, we also give them our honest opinion if they're good renters or not. But it's pretty seamless.
Absolutely.
So even if you weren't my friend, you would still recommend me as a real estate agent, I'm sure.
Yes, and the fact that I put, my family in y'all's hands, absolutely.
Cool.
I would
Well,
not do
that's
that.
awesome. So this is Miss Teri Diaz. So if you see hashtag thank you TD, that's thank you Teri Diaz. You might see it on Facebook.
Not Tim Duncan?
Oh yeah, that guy too. I think it's either one.
I thought it was me.
It was. Yeah, it was a little confusing.
I was like, why is everybody thanking me?
Like, whatever. I mean, I know
What
I
am
do.
I mean,
I
do
do
a
a
great
lot
job,
for the community, but it's weird that you're barely noticing right now. But if you want some more information about our team, the Trey Group, you can go to www.thetraygroup.com and be a fan of our show at bobbyandjzrito.com. Take a quick break. Be right back.